The Tupac murder investigation just keeps getting more twisted than anyone expected. While Tupac might finally get justice, some big rappers in the industry just might be charged with Tupac's passing and thrown in prison forever. The main suspect of Tupac's murder, Dwayne Keith Davis, popularly known as Keefe D, was arrested on the 29th of September, 2023. Keefe D was handcuffed and taken into custody by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department on charges that were related to Tupac's murder in 1996. While Keefe D may just be arrested for the alleged crime he had committed, his name has always been associated with the crime because he has always referred to the incident since 2018. Keefe D always went on interviews admitting to the crime, and he even boldly wrote in his book, Compton Street Legend, that he was present in a Cadillac from where the bullets that ended Shakur's life were fired. The Las Vegas PD held a press conference and claimed that the alleged murderer of Tupac gave himself up and gave the police a chance to doubt his innocence about the incident. The LVPD referenced Keefe's interviews in his book, where he put so much detail into his involvement in the murder of the late rapper. However, Keefe succeeded in getting past the police nets since then, till he got unlucky in July 2023, when cops secured a search warrant in connection to the murder investigation. The police searched a Las Vegas home that was owned by Paula Clements, Keefe's wife. The police seized a couple of items from the home during the search. The items included a copy of Vibe magazine that featured Tupac in tubs containing photographs, a computer hard drive, cell phones, and several .40 caliber bullets. The LVPD revealed that the execution of the search warrant and the items seized provided them with the ability to present evidence to a grand jury. The grand jury then easily had a reason to indict Keefe with one count of open murder with use of a deadly weapon with gang enhancement for his role being a part of the men who murdered Tupac in a drive-by shooting near the Las Vegas Strip. Keefe's arrest came along with him being jailed without bond until an initial court appearance, which was scheduled for October 4th. Metropolitan Police Department Lieutenant Jason Johansson told the press, Davis orchestrated the plan that was carried out to commit this crime. He continued as he described Keefe as a shot caller of a plot to avenge his nephew's unjust punishment by Tupac and his crew the day he got killed. Johansson revealed that the violence which happened at the MGM caused the beef between two Los Angeles gang rivals, namely the Southside Compton Crips and the Mob Pyro. Keefe and Tupac's crew were members of the gangs.
Were closely affiliated with the Mob Pyro criminal street gangs, and that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips.
The beef which ensued between members of both gangs happened when they were in Las Vegas the night of the murder to watch a boxing match between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon. Following the recent arrest of a former Crips gang member, Keefe D, there had been different conspiracy theories about what really went down the night Tupac was killed. One of these theories distinctively stood out because a 3-hour recording of Keefe D's admission to the crime from the LAPD archives has been revisited.
He just beat up Lane. He was in the hotel, yeah, at the MGM and the restaurant. There was a few New Yorkers though, with it. Like, man, y'all need some help? We got this.
That's what they said?
The integration started with a regular line of questioning, which included the act of asking if the offender had committed the crime or not. But soon enough, things got heated. The interrogation was continued as grading asked if the statement Keefe gave in 1997 about not having anything to do with the murder was true. Keefe D replied to him and said, "Oh, that was bullshit." Grading then straightened things out with Keefe D, and he talked about the terms of an agreement to make Keefe comfortable to tell a story of how it really happened. Detective Grading said to Keefe D, "Okay, Keefe, today, what we are going to do, we are just going to go over with the fine-tooth comb the Las Vegas incident." Keefe D didn't hesitate as he said, "Like I said that day, don't bullshit me, and I won't bullshit you." As there was no sort of bullshitting between the two parties anymore, Keefe dug deeper about how the crime really came to life and Diddy's name came up. Keefe explained how he met Diddy through another Crips gang member named Zip. Keefe continued as he said he got on Diddy's side when he lent his car to Diddy to use when Usher's first music video was shot. Keefe said, "We met the boy Combs at he gave a BET party, or the BET Awards. It's like 92 or 93. After a few more sentences explaining how the day they met went, he said in the interrogation, "Yeah, that's the first day I met Puff. And after that, they used my car in the video." One of the detectives in the interrogation room asked Keefe about the model and color of the car he was talking about, and he said it was a 64 Chevy I had, brown color. Usher. He asked Usher. It was Usher's video, and Puff was driving the car. The interrogation continued as the detectives asked Keefe about when the beef between Death Row Records and Bad Boy Entertainment started. The detectives thought the beef had started when the separate label members just used to see themselves around, but Keefe replied, "No, it started when they went out to that award show." Keefe's reply made Detective Grading more agitated as he said to him, "Tell us what happened that made it something other than just him." Frustrated and boding, the detective insinuated what made Diddy tell Keefe and his gang that he was willing to pay them any amount to get Tupac and his crew off the earth. Keefe D said, "When he told me at Greenblatt."
You, Puffy, Zip, and a bunch of Southsiders. And what Puffy makes kind of an announcement?
Yeah, that was stupid as hell too, you know.
What did you actually hear? What was the words, if the best you can remember what he says?
Shit, he said he'd give us anything for them dudes there, you know? Yeah.
He'll give you anything for these guys' head?
Yeah, he said it in front of all the people. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
In Anaheim?
Yeah. Whole room full of Crips.
So this is after Jake got killed. So he was on point. He was worried about something happening.
Yeah.
Suge had miles off about a bunch of different stuff, so he was scared.
He was scared to death, yeah.
Okay.
The detective was still not satisfied with the sketchy reply, and he asked him how the conversation he had with Diddy really went, to which Keefe replied that he met Diddy for dinner at the Greenblatt's Deli on the Sunset Strip, and he told Diddy that he and his gang wanted $1 million to get the job done. After, Keefe was asked if everybody around them could hear him and Diddy's conversation. He replied that they were laughing at Diddy before Diddy took him downstairs and told him, "Man, I want to get rid of them dudes, man." I was like, "Well, wipe their ass out quick, man. It's nothing." Keefe continued his narration as he said Diddy's command to kill Tupac and Suge Knight was because he was scared that they would attack the Bad Boy Entertainment crew first. Keefe said Diddy was initially just after Suge, but he eventually added Tupac to the hit list after he made the Hit 'Em Up record. He said the record pissed Diddy off, and that was how he was the #1 person Diddy was willing to wipe out. The revelation of P. Diddy being the one who called the shots for Tupac's assassination has been making rounds, and no one is willing to pass up the opportunity to ask him about it while he's on the show. Diddy went on a Breakfast Club Power, and just as expected, the host of the show carved the way to ask Diddy about the murder incident. During the show, Diddy was asked about his involvement in the Tupac murder, as Keefe D already put his name out to the public as the person who wanted to really see Tupac 6 feet underground. However, no one expected Diddy to outrightly claim that he genuinely put Keefe D on a mission to fire the shots. He replied to the show host and told them that he appreciated that they were doing their job by asking him about it, but he was also quickly to deny being involved. Diddy said,
which we know wasn't true.
Yeah, check this out. We don't talk about things that are nonsense. We don't even entertain nonsense, my brother. So we're not even going to go there, with all due respect, but I appreciate you as a journalist asking. Thank you.
Because you listen, 7 years ago, I'd have been like, "Yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac?" But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah. No, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
On October 2nd, 2023, TMZ spoke to the most important witness of the Tupac 1996 murder case, Suge Knight. And what he talked about was shocking. Suge talked about how everyone is having false hope surrounding the case, and the police are just making a mistake. Suge was shocked when he heard the police finally arrested a suspect in the case, and he was more surprised that the suspect was Keefe D, due to him being an eyewitness. Suge revealed that he would blankly refuse if he was ever called to testify against Keefe D. Suge insisted that both the prosecution and the police are doing a whack job, as they are following the wrong lead concerning the arrest of Keefe for the murder case. Suge also dismissed the theory of Keefe D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, being the one who pulled the trigger on Tupac. Suge, who happened to have been in the car where Tupac was shot in Las Vegas, dropped a bombshell during a phone call from California State Prison. He said that he wasn't willing to say any bad thing about Keefe or give details about that night, regardless of whatever Keefe D had said to the police or in his previous interviews.
What your reaction is to the arrest of Keefe D?
Well, surprise, number one, because I didn't think Keefe D would never get arrested. Nor do I want to see him get arrested. You know, let's get one thing straight, first and foremost. You know, me and Keefe D played on the same Pop Warner football team. And whatever the circumstances, if he had an involvement with anything, if he didn't have any involvement with anything, who want to see? I wouldn't wish somebody going to prison on my worst enemy.
Suge also said prosecutors can forget about getting me on the stand during Keefe D's murder trial. Suge is trying not to earn the snitch title because it may come back right at him while he's still locked up in prison. However, Suge included that he would never say who rained bullets on him and Tupac that night. But it definitely was not Anderson nor Keefe D.
Number one, he wasn't the shooter. Number two, he came to my hearing and told to let me go and tell the truth. They still didn't let me go.
If you are called to testify in this case,
I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Why not?
Well, number one, because I'm not gonna get on the stand and testify on somebody for what?
Suge and Keefe D are the only ones still alive out of the 6 people that were involved in the incident. And this has made people feel like he's trying to cover up for Keefe. People also think the unknown person who committed the crime that Suge was referring to would be no other than Diddy. While Suge, who is currently serving his 28-year sentence for voluntary manslaughter, won't point fingers at the unknown person he claimed who shot Tupac. He is not having a good time behind bars and wouldn't wish it on anyone. While substantial evidence to confirm Keefe D's claim that Diddy ordered the hit has not been proven, some rappers who were involved in the story 27 years ago have confirmed it. One of the former members of the Outlaws, an American hip-hop group founded by Tupac, confirmed that Diddy really did have something to do with Tupac's death. Outlaw's former member, Napoleon, got a lot off his chest during an interview with the Art of Dialogue show. He said, "At the end of the day, there's no proof. When all of this happened, Puffy was in New York somewhere." He continued, "I heard about it. It won't be surprising to me. I heard about the rumors that Puff paid that money for Pac or Suge. I'm not surprised at that. It don't sound far-fetched to me."
Or if I look at him a certain way, doesn't mean I can just openly say things that I don't know. You know what I mean? Because we do know that he was with him. We do know he was using him for protection. But you know, Keefe D said that Puffy paid him. You never know. You know what I mean? I believe when he said that, you know, Puffy was scared to come to LA and he was scared of we know that. You know what I mean? Like he's a very scary person, so that makes sense. You know what I mean? But as far as to say, I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest. If you want to know, I wouldn't put it past him. But we don't know. You know what I mean? We don't have no proof to say, you know, I can't really say Puffy has something to do with it because there's no proof there.
Napoleon explained that what led to Tupac's physical altercation with Keefe's nephew that night before he got shot was a supposed retaliation to Diddy, because Diddy had allegedly ordered Keefe's nephew to snatch a death row chain. He said, "Pac wanted to show his loyalty to death row and the people who had his back. Tupac's loyalty to Suge stemmed from a place of duty after they met in Clinton Correctional Facility in Danarama, New York. In 1995, where Pac was serving time for sexual abuse charges, Suge was also awaiting trial on assault charges. After they both got bail and Suge paid for Tupac's bail, he signed the rapper to his record label, and he felt indebted to him till his death." Napoleon later concluded his point while emphasizing the fact that Tupac's loyalty to the Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight was what really caused his death.